It's May. I'm still attempting to adapt to my adventures around my busted chest while I wait for surgery. And I'm now heading into my second summer without the rucksack. And into what I hope will be my biggest road trip so far. Hello wild ones. It's gone 7:30 already. I've got my car loaded. I've got stuff crammed into every nook and cranny in there. Rover has a fresh new battery and new headlights. And we're about to head north, away from the low, rolling hills of the south of England and toward the unknown territory of the Scottish Highlands. I'm going to be living out of my car the entire time, and this will be the furthest that I've ever driven from home. And I won't lie, I've got some butterflies for this one. I've never driven further north than the Lake District, so I'm a bit nervous, but I feel like this could be amazing. I've got a long journey ahead, so let's go. In retrospect, I feel that these nerves I'm having might actually be my gut feeling telling me not to go. I'd had an unusual and persistent foreboding feeling in the lead up to this one, but I didn't listen.
Oh look. Welcome to Scotland. Bloody hell, I need it.
So here's what unfolded on my first ever Scotland adventure.
I'm in Scotland. I've driven nearly 300 miles. It's taken a few hours. I've gone past Liverpool, Manchester, past the Yorkshire Dales, through the Lake Districts, and I'm now about an hour south of Glasgow, I believe. I've still got a ways to go yet. I think I'm going to aim for a small lock and settle down there for the night. Hopefully get out of normal life chaos mode, slide into nice relaxed adventure mode, which would be lovely. And I do have a feeling of adventure already, which I haven't had in quite some time. The weather has come in a little bit. It came in when I was going through the Lake District, so it's pretty claggy. Spent about half an hour trying to figure out how to get in here to get diesel. Oh my goodness, look! Oh my guys!
This is for HGVs, isn't it?
Okay, let's try again. I've done the same thing again. Right, this is third time lucky. Trying to get into the petrol station. Oh, amazing. Thank you, bye. Bye. So I filled up my tank, popped to the loo, and I'm gonna get going again. Got a couple more hours drive.
So my cursed adventure was well underway and blissfully unaware that I'd already been flashed on the M6 and would be swiftly served with a notice of intended prosecution on my return. I was finally making my way through the mysterious land of Scotland as a wanted criminal. It was already the furthest that I'd ever driven from home.
This one on the left, Lubnaig? Something like that.
Unfortunately, my initial plans to head to a small lock were scuppered by road closures, so
Okay.
I continued on, searching for a suitable place to stop and rest after the long first day of driving.
Oh wow.
Where I'd be met with piles of crap.
Right, I found somewhere beautiful to stay. Unfortunately, I also found all this shit. I'm gonna go find a bin and come back. Right, let's try that drive in again without all the shit everywhere. Oh yeah. Well, that turned out to be a 9-hour drive today. It was going to be 7, but then the road was shut. So I've driven for another 2 hours trying to find somewhere, and I found this place, which is absolutely bloody gorgeous. So 430 odd miles driven, and I think I'm gonna stick up a makeshift awning down the side of my car. So I've brought with me my hexagonal ground sheet. It's the one I use with my hot tent, and I bought the poles that I use in my hot tent as well, and I'm going to attach that to my car with some soft loop webbing straps and a couple of carabiners, and then I'll have a nice sheltered area to sit, have my tea and just chill out, decompress, and enjoy this lovely space in nature. That is my hexagonal ground sheet doofed up to create an awning, and I really love that. It's absolutely gorgeous to sit in that chair and just look out over these views. It's quite mild at the moment. I think it's about 17 or 18 degrees, so it's lovely and warm despite it being cloudy and a bit soggy, but it's beautiful. I've just met a lovely couple, Birgit and Matthias. I'm really sorry if I'm saying your names wrong, guys. Lovely couple from Germany, and they said that they saw my storm video and saw the double poling that I used, and they used that last night in some really strong wind, and the tent was absolutely bomb proof, so that's really cool. It was lovely to meet you guys, and I hope you have a lovely night just over there in the trees, and I'm gonna get some dinner on. Right guys, hi, this is Birgit, right, Birgit and Matthias, and they're going to take me over and show me their little setup. They've been here camping for 3 weeks in Scotland, and you've had an amazing time.
Absolutely, we've been to the Shetland Islands, and we originally wanted to do some rooftop camping.
Yes, they've got the roof tent.
So absolutely windy, so cold that, well, in fact we stayed inside. It was 2 degrees in Shetland, so we just came really down here on the Scottish mainland.
Yeah, nice and mild down here. Right, take me over and show me your setup. Let's go have a look. Oh, your view over here. That's amazing.
Isn't it?
I thought mine was
gorgeous.
good.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, guys, show me your setup. Hillyback?
Genau.
Oh, what is it? Is it the Alak?
No, it's the
Steiker.
Oh, I've not even heard of that one. I'm so out the loop now with tents.
This is a strong
Huge.
tent.
Wow.
And it's similar to the solo you have in your video.
Yeah.
And we saw your video
Yes.
in the storm.
It's such a coincidence. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
Yeah, these guys were
With,
doing a double pole yesterday.
double pole,
Yeah.
yes.
I can't get over that view over there. That is something else. You couldn't beat that for a view, could you really?
Yeah.
Can you see anything?
Oh, that's a look.
Am I?
Oh, lovely. That's cozy. Love
That's
it.
a 2 persons.
Oh, amazing. Thank you for showing me around.
Yeah.
I love your campsite. I might come and stay over here
Thank
with
you
you guys.
for your video.
Oh, thanks for watching. Right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right, so here is my cozy nook in the back. I've got my magnetic curtains up and the reflector on the windscreen for privacy. Cozy bed, foam mattress under there. I love it. The rain is coming down a bit now. I feel like I'm mellowing. I'm starting to relax into the wild ways. It is so relaxing just sitting here listening to the rain under my little shelter. I'm really glad I bought this, very cool. And I think I'm gonna make a hot drink and just chill, do some reading. Oh, I just remembered I've got a Scottish folktales book. Totally forgot about that, Tona. So I'm gonna read some Scottish folktales and I'm gonna get to bed. I was up really early this morning. 5 o'clock is basically unheard of for me, so I'll hopefully have a nice lay-in in the morning. I might stick a trail cam out overnight, see if I can catch a wild haggis, and I'll see you guys in the morning for day 2. We'll make a plan.
Morning, world. Oh, look. What a morning. This is gorgeous. You hear all the birds. It's really mild. I can't believe it. I slept like this last night. Vest and shorts. I can't remember the last time I slept without like a million layers on. Outside or in the car. I love it here. Unfortunately, I did not capture anything on my chow cam. The wild haggai remains elusive. Look at this. I should have put my chow cam down here. These aren't haggis prints, but they are hooves. Oh, hello. Oh, there's a moo cow. Hi, friend. Yeah, boy. Last night was lovely. I absolutely love sleeping in my car bed. I had at least 7 hours, maybe even 8. And I slept pretty well. Still feel a bit jaded this morning, I think from that long drive. But just getting up and stepping into this, kind of wakes you up and makes you want to get going for the day, kind of. Right, chocolate coffee. I've got some battered fruit, some strawberries and blueberries, and I thought I'd show you what I've got to eat over the coming days. My decent meal got eaten last night, that was the curry. So now I'm basically living off packet stuff, which is lots of fun. So pastries, I've got some breads, crisps. I've got lots of flavoured tuna, instant mash, chocolate noodles, chocolate nut bars, dried fruit, jerky, and I've got loads of these posh meals I've never tried before. So I've got loads. I mean, it's way too much food, but I'm not going to go hungry. I've also got some little fizzy vitamin tabs to put into water, makes it all flavoured like orange, in a futile attempt to compensate for all the crap I'm going to be eating. This here is a 2-day-old squish pan of chocolate. It's not quite got the kick to it that the 3-day-old ones have, but it's still pretty good. Beerjet has had a couple of ticks on her, so I'm going to have a good check over. I haven't seen a tick in ages, thankfully, but they're prowling about apparently, so. My chest had been tired out from the drive yesterday, and even though it was feeling better after a good sleep, in retrospect, I just wasn't in a good enough way to be doing this kind of thing, but I told myself that I'd done the big drive, and now I could just relax, take my sweet time doing whatever I please. So after battling with the age-old question of what the hell do I do with my hair, I had a good look at my 20-year-old map. This is from 2005. And decided to head in the general direction of Glencoe. Bye guys! Thank you for everything! And you. Birgit had kindly shared with me the location of an ancient tree, a very old yew, which I decided to visit along the way. This tree used to have a girth of 17 meters. Then it was time to continue my journey north, looking for somewhere to stop for lunch with a view. Things were going pretty well so far considering, and as I travelled on, I started to pass big hills through big valleys. I was heading into a land of giants. Well, about as giant as we get here in the UK anyway. Right, I've been continuing my travels north, following A82 at the moment, and the scenery here is absolutely stunning, so I had to stop and have a little looky. It's quite a busy road, so
Gonna head on, carry on, find somewhere to stop for lunch. Look at that. They're huge. This is something else. Wow. Look at these views. Views for days. Right, there is a little waterfall marked on my map about 150 meters away only. So I've packed a little rucksack with my lunch and I thought we'd go check it out, see if I can find it and get some food in me. Right, I'm over the road and I think I can see the falls from here. Oh, look at this. Thinking maybe I should have bought my hiking pole. Oh, that's okay actually. It's not too slippy. This is fun. So, the water looks all red here.
In 1692, in a violent act of betrayal and injustice, some 30 members of the MacDonald clan were killed by government forces here in this valley, in what became known as the Glencoe Massacre. The water appearing red might be a fitting but chilling image of the brutality that took place here hundreds of years ago.
That's the most adventuring I've done for a while. Oh, right, massive bog there. Boggy, boggy, boggy. It doesn't have quite the same vibe, does it, with motorbikes and whatnot in the background, but it looks pretty. And I'm gonna stop here, have a bit of lunch. I've got a tuna sandwich to have, and then I'm gonna carry on a little way further down the A82 and we'll see what we can find down there. Oh, wellies are brilliant, aren't they? Look, more shit everywhere. Such a shame, look. Why would you do that? I don't understand. I mean, this is kind of crazy. This is all right next to my car. Oh, love that. Right, this road here leads down through Glencoe, so let's follow it, see where we end up. Oh, it's gorgeous. Hey guys, it's day 3 and I'm in the Cairngorms. So let me tell you what happened for the rest of yesterday. I was driving down Glencoe and my chest had it basically, which happens. It's nothing to do particularly with road tripping or that 150 metre walk that I did. It's just like it all the time. But yeah, I realised I needed to stop, I needed to rest, I needed some peace and quiet. And oh, there was a gorgeous pool down there that I found, and it looked so deep and so inviting, but I didn't have the energy to go for a swim. So I thought, right, I'll just find somewhere nice and quiet and I'll stop and I'll rest. But there was nowhere quiet to be found anywhere. There were cars, people, bikes, just all over the place. And this is my fault, of course, for not really knowing Scotland. So just heading to touristy places on what is a bank holiday weekend. So I kind of lost the motivation to talk to the camera at this point, but I thought, no bother, that's what voiceovers are for, right? So I drove through Glencoe, which is absolutely beautiful. Car going past there. I mean, breathtaking. I've never seen anything like it, but again, it was so busy, coaches, traffic, and it's just not how I imagined it to be. We're now going past the Three Sisters of Glencoe, which I'm not going to stop for because I'm knackered and it's too busy, but look at that. So yeah, I stopped and filled up my tank, filled up my water, went through Fort William, which was much of the same, although I'm pretty sure I saw a little peak of maybe Ben Nevis, or at least the Ben Nevis range. I'll stick some stuff up. I really don't know the area, but it was a very big mountain. Yeah, and I just continued to drive for hours looking for somewhere secluded and peaceful to stop and have some solitude and just rest until the morning, but I couldn't find anywhere. Oh, wow. Hey, Brad. Oh. And then I noticed 3 ticks embedded on the inside of my thighs. Pulled over in front of a farmer's gate, got those off my legs and had a really thorough check over everywhere with a mirror, sort of like, you know, just all over, because you never know where they are and you can't feel them. Oh, hi. They're crawling up my legs. I popped out the car this morning to go have a wee over there. Slid me Crocs on, went for a wee, come back, and there's a tick crawling up my leg. Absolutely horrendous. So I've gone back into paranoid tick mode, checking myself over every few minutes. Yeah, so I continued to try and find somewhere to stop for the night with no luck. Ended up pulling over into a lay-by on the A86 where I stopped for a while. I had one of those fire pot meals, you know, the barbecued pulled pork one. Let's try one of these, which was quite bland, if I'm honest with you. I was a bit disappointed. For what you pay for that, I think it should be tastier, but I suppose it's more decent food than, you know, super noodles that I'm about to have. But yeah, people kept pulling in there, which of course they would. It's a lay-by, it's not my personal lay-by, is it? But I didn't feel relaxed enough to stay. So 10 o'clock at night, I thought, right, I'm going to drive to the Cairngorms, which was only an hour drive away, and it was an absolutely gorgeous drive. There was barely anyone on the roads. Really nice. And it was kind of still fairly light. You know that nice duskiness we get in late spring and summer? And I could still see, even though it was getting dark, the mountains against the horizon and the forest. Can't believe how light it is still. It's 10 past 10 at night. It's still kind of dusky. Wow, what was that? Did you see that? That looked like a black fox to me. And it was a really nice drive, actually. I really enjoyed it. And I found this little place, a tiny little nook off a tiny little road. There's only space for one car here, which is the dream, isn't it? Because no one else can be here. It's just me. I'm tucked away from the road nicely, surrounded by trees. Yeah, so I've had my rest. I've had 7 or 8 hours sleep. My chest is back to its sort of normal for the morning. Obviously, as the day goes on, it gets more and more knackered, but I'm all right again now. I've had a pastry, with butter and marmalade, which was really nice, and I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna have some noodles as well. And I've been thinking about what to do because it is a bank holiday weekend, it is gonna be really busy everywhere, and it's just not my cup of tea. I've done road trips before like this that have been a bit more successful in the sense that there's just been less people around and it's not been such a challenge, and it's not been such a challenge to find somewhere to stop for the night. So I'm thinking, I have seen a wee bit of Scotland, I've seen some beautiful mountains, I've seen some really gorgeous sights, I've seen a small waterfall, I've done a 150-meter hike and I think I'm gonna start heading south. So I don't know if there's a route that drives through the Cairngorms. I don't think there is actually. It looks like it's just a big blob of mountains that you sort of have to go around the edge of. But I need to have a look at my maps and I'll try and find maybe a fairly scenic route down. I am about 9 hours and 45 minutes from home currently where I am, and I have absolutely no desire to try and do that in one day. So I'm still going to be out a while, but I'm going to start heading south. That's the only plan I have, and hopefully in that way I'll get away from the touristy areas and have some peace and quiet. That would be really nice. I'm going to drive out until I've got reception, have a look at my map and start chipping away at some miles towards the direction of home, but I feel it might be a few days yet.
So I took off on my first ever drive through the Cairngorms. The Cairngorms is the largest national park in the UK, covering over 1,700 square miles and home to 5 of Scotland's highest mountains. My soul felt free and light as I drove these open roads with big scenery. It was the calm before the storm and I was having the best time, blissfully unaware that I'd picked up some kind of stomach bug and would soon be entering fresh new realms of hell.
Hey guys, I decided to drive east through the Cairngorms, take a nice scenic way, and I'm so glad I did. I've been following the Highlands tourist route and it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm glad I saw Glencoe and whatnot yesterday, but yesterday evening I was wondering if I'd done the right thing in coming up here, and today I feel like I really have. Today feels like freedom. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that was a 43-mile drive in an easterly direction, and I found this perfect little nook here, kind of out the wind. It's a bit chilly and windy today, about 16 degrees, but it feels colder in the wind. And for lunch today I've got instant mash with extra pepper and herbs. Excuse my squeaky chair. That is the chair squeaking, it's not me. And I'm gonna stick butter in it as well, and some jerky and a nice chocolate nut bar. And I'm just gonna chill out. I feel like my chest is done for the day again. It's actually coming up on 4 o'clock now because I got going late. So yeah, it's around about that time. It's had enough. But I'm thinking, since I found such a beautiful quiet spot here, I might just stay put for the night, have a really chill one, have a good wash down. I actually bought a camping shower for this trip and I loaded up on water yesterday so that I could have a shower, but it feels a bit brisk for a shower. I don't know, maybe I'll try one in the morning before I get going, get all fresh, ready for the really long drive home. I'm still about 9 hours away from home at the moment, but that's fine. I'm happy. I absolutely love it here. Oh look! Hey Brad! Oh! Yeah, I'm thinking of staying put, having an early night. and then we'll start the drive down south tomorrow. Maybe split it over 2 days. I don't know what's happened, but I've come over really sick and shaky. So, come to bed. I've got a tummy bug. This is the first time in over 2 hours that I've had an interlude long enough to get into bed and rest. I've never been so grateful to be alone and for it not to be raining. I feel dreadful. Really rough. I don't know where I've got that from. I used the water filter to drink from that water yesterday. I've been eating packet food. I keep my hands clean as far as I'm aware. Quite a clean freak. I don't know. Yeah, I think this has got to be the worst trip yet.
For emergency toilet situations, I keep in my car a clamp-locking metal bucket, bags, wipes, gloves, anti-bac. But what I wasn't prepared for was an entire night of violently evacuating murky pond water from both ends.
It's day 4. And I need to get home. Alright guys, it is later on in day 4. I've been in bed all day and I feel a lot brighter now. I've been sleeping all day. My stomach's been quiet since I think early hours of the morning. It had its last little evacuation and yeah, it's fine now. I'm just living off hot chocolates and vitamin drinks. I can't face eating, but getting some sugar in. And yeah, I feel alright now, just a bit jaded. So I think I'm gonna head down to the Scottish borders. It's about 150-mile drive. Just chip away at some distance, and then I'm thinking from there I can potentially do the rest in one go. I can do that without stopping anywhere. And then, yeah, hopefully get home from there. Get this doomed little adventure over with. Wow. Let's go. Thank you, company.
In a quarter of a mile, slight right.
Apologies.
And so began the long drive home. And my word, it was beautiful. I felt the Cairngorm starting to steal my heart, and I hoped that one day I'd return to explore those hills on foot with my home on my back. But before I knew it, I was in the lowlands, passing by Perth and crossing the Firth of Forth before swinging underneath Edinburgh, Scotland's capital city. And as I attempted to navigate through my bug-splattered windscreen,
Just smeared them everywhere.
I eventually found myself a perfect spot to stop for the night, jaded and still feeling sick, but grateful for the peace and beauty of this lovely place. And glad to now be a little less far from home.
Oh, hey friend. Look, he's a big bumble. He's a big boy. Oh. Right, I'm in the Scottish borders. There's a lovely birdie up there. There's a cuckoo over there. There's sheep over there. It's a great place to be. I love it. There's creatures everywhere. So I've driven for about 130 miles today, and I'm now overlooking Firth of Forth, which is a massive estuary, and it's gorgeous here. The roads through the Cairngorms are absolutely beautiful. Some of the most gorgeous roads I've ever driven on. Scotland is really, really gorgeous. It's just such a shame that circumstances have been what they've been for this trip, but still lovely to see it. And I'm about 6 hours from home now instead of 9.5, which feels a bit more reasonable. I'm still on a mission to get home, still feeling a bit ropey. My tummy's settled now. I've had a few bites of food, but yeah, I'm very jaded, so I'm thinking I might just do the drive home in one go tomorrow, get it over and done with. And yeah, I'm gonna stick some bug nets on my car windows because it's quite buggy up here. Just have a nice relaxing night, do some reading. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep because I slept all day before I left for the drive, but yeah, lovely drive though. I mean, even the motorways, the M90, bloody gorgeous. It's lovely up here. All cosy in here, all protected from the bugs. There's a beautiful sunset outside. Yeah, I feel shattered and I feel a bit pukey again. So I'm just gonna chill and get to bed, I think. Oh look! Hello! Hi little one! Oh, you're so cute! Hello! Oh, hey there! Morning, well. It's day 5 and it's a beautiful warm morning. It's gorgeous here. Good morning. Hi there. And I love it here. These views are kind of like the views I might have when I'm backpacking. It's beautiful, it's lovely and warm. These bug nets have worked perfectly. I've had the windows open because it's quite warm, and I've had a nice bug-free area inside the car with nice ventilation, nice and cool. But yeah, I'm not feeling very well. I still feel ropey. I still don't want to eat. I feel kind of icky and I've got a bit of a headache on and off. And there's a rash forming around one of the tick bites. So I was thinking that the ticks and the sickness were 2 separate things. I thought I'd picked up a DMV bug maybe from petrol station pump or something. But now I'm wondering if I actually got sick from their tick bites. So I think I need to see someone, but I'm still 6 hours from home. Yeah, not sure what to do really. I've been loaded up on medications. My gut is horrendous again. It's alright at the minute as we speak. Yeah, I think I've passed through into England now. The borders are absolutely gorgeous. I love it here. Apart from the circumstances. So I'm gonna see how much of the drive I can get done, I suppose. Oh, my gut allows it.
So, loaded up with 3 weeks of antibiotics for potential Lyme, which I probably didn't have but wasn't prepared to risk it, and a selection of drugs to quiet my angry gut, which was probably just a tummy bug and nothing to do with the tick bites. I was able to start on the final stretch of my first ever trip to Scotland. I had travelled 1,149 miles. This had been a mixed bag of beauty, rubbish, animals, road closures, nature, sometimes too much nature, sickness, and adventure. I gained new friends, and I lost some dignity. And it sums up life really, doesn't it? Particularly the chaotic version of life that I seem to be living through right now. A load of difficulty, plus people and experiences that make your heart glad. And as the sun set in the west over the A1M, I already felt full of gratitude for all that had entailed and for all that it means to have a place in this world. Because I had made it, and I'd survived it. The furthest that I'd ever driven from home. On my return, I found out that, after over a year of struggling, the surgery to fix my chest would be happening in September. And just like that, things start to come together. One disaster at a time, just keeping on, until everything works out in the end. Which it always does. Ain't it beautiful?